going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Hopefully, I'll be able to get this video out. I am still battling StreamYard. I'm sorry I'm saying that at the beginning of every video, but this is now the 10th time I've tried to record this, and I'm at wit's end. All right, we have Judge Dad, also known as Judge is it McNally, right? McNally or McNeely? It's been a while since I've seen him, so I don't even remember. He's been back for about a week. I've been cherry picking different cases to, play the best one that I find. And I finally found a good one. I hope you like it too. This guy tells a story and almost sounds like everyone else in the room is believing him, and then Judge drops the hammer. Nope, don't buy that at all. It's good. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Okay. Any questions for me?
People against Todd Joseph Sotheby, 24G704154, 24G704204. Your name?
Todd Joseph Sotheby.
Your name?
Emily Casino?
Michael A. Carmen. On behalf of the defendant, Your Honor.
Defendant was convicted of disorderly person. He pled to that back on June the 4th of 24. That was to be taken under 771.1. He also pled guilty on that same date to the charge of operating while visibly impaired. He's in sobriety court. I have a charge here that alleges that he violated probation, specifically by failure to refrain from consuming alcohol or drugs, testing positive for cocaine as a result of a chemical test on November 23, 24. He pled not guilty previously. Does he still wish to plead not guilty?
Your Honor, he does. Yes.
All right. Do we have the facility out? Okay. Let's bring them in. Okay. All right. Good morning, Ms. Walker. How are you? Your appearance, please.
Yes, good morning. This is Erica Walker. How are you?
Good. How are you? And your position is where?
Yes, I'm a forensic toxicologist at Redwood Toxicology Laboratory.
All right. Can you lighten that background up a little bit, please?
Yes, I definitely apologize. Oh no,
That's
why
okay.
Okay, can you
That's
see
all
me?
right. So you're at Redwood and you're a forensic toxicologist, correct?
That's correct, sir. Your Honor.
All right. So, Ms. Tessino, I'm going to ask you to raise your right hand. I'm going to ask Ms. Walker to raise her right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Walker,
I do. Yes, Your Honor.
do you want to start, Ms. Tessino?
I'm sure. Ms. Walker, did you get a chance to review the test with the requisition number 313-27246?
Yes, I do have that in front of me. That's correct.
And what would be your interpretation of the results?
This is a final laboratory report that was provided by our laboratory, Redwood Toxicology Laboratory, and it was confirmed to be positive for benzoethylene, which is a cocaine metabolite.
Can you verify that the sample was intact when you received it?
Yes, upon receipt to our laboratory, either through UPS or FedEx, an accessioning technician will review the specimen and make sure it's intact and the seals are and the seals match. If it wasn't, it would be notated under the comments part of the report. And if it wasn't intact, we would definitely call the client to let them know that the specimen was not intact or something was wrong with it.
Is it possible to be positive for anything at this level, like for something other than cocaine?
No, ma'am, because this is a confirmed result.
I have no further questions.
Do you have any questions of her?
I do. Ms. Walker, what was the amount of the supposed cocaine metabolite detected in the specimen?
Yes, it was at 150 grams per milliliter.
Okay, so I guess more broadly, is that what is an error rate as far as that measurement goes?
For our laboratory, as far as I've been there at Redwood Toxicology Laboratory, this is a confirmed result. There could be in a pre-screen, there can be false positives that can take place, but once you moves forward and detected, it moves forward for confirmation, and confirmation rules it out and looks for a specific drug.
Is it possible that the reading of 150 milligrams of nanograms per
Nanograms per minute.
nanograms per milliliter? I'm sorry, I'm not a chemist. I'm not good.
That's okay.
No worries.
What the judge said. Is there any potential that that could be some type of incidental consumption or something by error or something that would suggest anything other than intentional type of consumption of cocaine?
No, it was just our findings was confirmed to be positive for the cocaine metabolite benzoylene. So no, sir.
So that reading, ma'am, 150 nanograms per milliliter. Is broadly speaking, is that a lot? Is that a large amount? Is that a small amount?
That can vary. How we detect anything above our cutoff is considered as detected or positive, and anything below our cutoff is considered as non-detected or negative.
And what is that cutoff value?
Our cutoff value is at 100 nanograms per milliliter.
Okay, so my client being at 150 wasn't too far over that amount, correct?
It was definitely detected above the cutoff level, sir.
Okay, thank you. That's all.
Why do you have a cutoff level? Tell the defendant.
We have laboratory criteria that's set for just for the set, because different drugs have come out at different values depending on the drug. So at set levels, they are established by the laboratory criteria and the scientific community.
Do you have any other questions?
No follow-up, Chairman.
Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Does your client wish to testify?
Yes, he does.
Can you just mute or something or stay there for just a minute? It won't take long. Raise your right hand, sir.
No
You sound to
problem.
swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you will give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Sotheby, did you?
All right, before he gets into it, we got the factual basis of the lab analyst. And yeah, sounds like he tested positive for cocaine. This is when it gets weird. His story, like I said at the intro, it sounds like everyone in the room is believing him, and I don't know why. They're just rolling with it for a little bit. Let's go.
You knowingly digest the substance that the lab technician
No,
explained
sir.
there?
I did not. No, I didn't at all.
Any type of
Any
cocaine,
type, any type of cocaine,
any type of prohibited substance under the
any type
sobriety
of
court?
anything.
Let me finish though, let me finish.
Okay.
Any type of prohibited substances under the sobriety court handbook?
No, sir. I did not touch anything.
Do you have any current prescription medications?
No, sir.
None at all.
No, no.
No.
Do you have any theory as to why this detection of this substance as it claimed by the lab tech would have showed up in your blood?
I assume at work, someone probably set me up. because I
Give
told
some
them.
details on that.
Okay, I told a worker that was selling it to one of the supervisors at work.
This is a coworker of yours?
It's a coworker of mine.
Where do you work?
I work at Chimera International.
How long do you work?
Years.
Okay, and go ahead. So a coworker,
I assume a coworker probably set me up, put it in either my food, coffee, or something at work.
and what date would this have occurred on?
It'd be that Friday before I went, or Saturday morning before I went down for DNA to,
About what date?
What was the date?
I
No,
believe
no, no, no. Just answer the
22nd?
question.
No, wait.
Right.
I don't know
What
what
date is that?
date
I
it
think you
was when I went down for DNA. Was, I don't know, if it was the 23rd, and it probably happened either 23rd or 22nd. It had to happen then.
So wait, you did testing on the 23rd?
I did testing in the morning at 6 o'clock in the morning,
That's November 23rd?
Yep.
6 a.m.
6 a.m.
At DNA?
at DNA.
And did you work the day before?
I worked during that day till 5:30, and I came right there, and then I had community service.
Okay, so.
Why do you think a coworker would have gone out of their way to set you up?
I don't trust this guy.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I don't know really who he is, but he works there, and I caught him selling to a supervisor, so they wanted to fire them both, but it was their word against mine. But I didn't want it to go that far, but it went to HR, and then it went to this, and then supervisors, and
Mr. Sullivan, you said selling?
he was selling it right
Selling
there.
what?
Cocaine in a bag, right, like 10 feet from it.
Did you actually witness this?
I witnessed it.
How do you know it was cocaine?
It was in the bag and it was a little white, and I was like, 5-10 feet away, you could see it.
Did you file a written report at work?
I filed one at work,
A written report?
a written report to my HR.
Do you have a copy of the written
I don't have
report?
it written, I can get one when I go back to work. But my supervisor I didn't think he was gonna say nothing about it, but he went to HR, and then HR came to me, and then they found out I went to HR and told on him. So he could have lost his, 6-digit job. And the supervisor from our melt shop. He could have lost his job.
Did this employee get disciplined?
No, he didn't get nothing, neither one of them. They
But he
just shook it off like nothing happened.
But he had reason to know that you potentially.
They knew I told, because they got called in HR.
So he would have had some type of incentive to, I guess, get back
To
at
get
you.
back at me, because he knew I was on this class, I had to go drop, 2-3 times a week.
Do you recall anything when you think you ingested that substance? Did you taste anything?
Not really, but I had to go to the bathroom like 5 times a day.
Okay,
It
so
was just
something was up.
Something was up. I knew something was up.
But you weren't sure what it was?
No,
No further questions?
Any questions of him?
I do not.
Do you have anything you want to add, Ms. Walker?
Nothing I can really say because I wouldn't be able to speak until the specimen comes to our laboratory. So I'm not allowed to speak prior to that. So I wouldn't have.
I understand.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much for your help. You're free to stay during argument if you want. If not, thank you so much. Have a great day.
You
Merry
as well,
Christmas.
Your Honor. You too. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Any argument?
All right. Now, I want to focus your attention to the very beginning of this hearing when he said he's not guilty. Now, wouldn't it be guilty with an explanation? Because he just admitted to ingesting it. He has a story for why he tested positive. He's not saying he didn't do it. He's saying he did do it, just wasn't his fault. Which, yeah, that I want to know if that's ever worked in court. And I know it happens. I know it does happen. People get drugged. Cocaine's a weird drug to drug people on, though. Just saying. Sounds like a waste of cocaine. Maybe that was a bad joke. All right, let's finish this one up. It's almost finished.
No, I mean, I will say Todd has been very compliant. He was very honest with the incident that got him into the program. He didn't report any prior cocaine use. He's been attending IOP, he's attending extra, he's been going to his meetings. He hasn't missed any drops, and he seems to have a good attitude.
Any argument?
Your Honor, just that, my client has been in full compliance, he's the one prior violation. So for him to really, work that hard at it and come this far and then to just use cocaine out of nowhere, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I know his explanation seems, I don't know, like a stretch, but I really do believe it is plausible based on our discussions. Maybe if the court has any doubt about it, we could adjourn so we can get a copy of the report that he mentioned that he filed with HR. Because,
This is a leap in logic and it's not one I'm going to buy. you're responsible for knowing what you put in your mouth. If you thought there was some kind of animosity between you and somebody else, you certainly shouldn't have left food or coffee or drink of any kind around them. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. It's above the cutoff level. You ingested it. There's no question but that there was a cocaine metabolite in your system. I'm going to find you guilty as charged. We're adjourning the sentencing for about 2 or 3 weeks. When Mr. Carmen is here, is DNA open today?
Yeah, I gotta go today.
I want you to go today. Good.
Yeah, I have to go today.
How many times is he testing right now? Defendant to test 3 times per week until sentence. That's a condition of your bond.
All right.
I mean, do you know what you're saying to me? Come on. You're not kidding me, is what I'm trying to tell you nicely. I'll adjourn it. We'll set a sentence date. I'm going to give you a chance to stay clean, but he didn't really acknowledge in the beginning, by the way. I don't know if I'm buying that either. What you did at the time of this incident was reprehensible. I've told you that. I had discussions with you about it. And I'm talking about the time of this offense, not the positive test for cocaine metabolite. Lisa, what do you have for me? Or she's not there? Pardon? Why don't you take the file down until, I don't
And
care.
he's here until 3 anyway.
Yeah.
When's our next sobriety court going to be? Is it going to be January the?
8th, is that right?
Hey,
Yeah, because of the holiday.
oh, yeah, that's right.
January 25th, I'll sentence you at 1:30. How's that? Oh, wait a minute, you come in the morning. I'm gonna make it at,
No,
I don't come in the morning, I come in.
oh, that's right.
I work
that's right,
2 to
that's
2.
right, That's right. We'll make it at 1:30. I can't really, the lawyers leave at 2. They're
Sorry,
on
what date is it, Your Honor?
January the 8th. So you set them up for testing 3 times a week between now and then. You do have to go today,
Yeah.
okay?
And that's 1:30?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll be here that
So,
day. I can.
Make sure you get that notice. Will you put a note on there for her
Am I
to give
going
him a
to read
notice
then?
before he leaves?
Okay, that's
We'll
fine.
see you back here then.
Just make
Thank
sure they
you.
know that.
And then,
I'm disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. That's all I'm gonna say. Ashley Lynn Bush.
Oh no, Judge Dad dropped the "I'm disappointed in you." Yeah, I'm gonna stick with how I feel about this hearing. I don't think someone put cocaine in his coffee. I really don't. If that did happen, you need to find a new place to work, man. If people are doing that to you, even though you've been there for 15 years, I would get out of there. You've gone to HR, then HR turned around and told the people that you told on them. Yeah, I would leave, man. I would, especially if it could cost you going to jail. If he stays clean from now till January, whatever the date was, I doubt Judge Dad's gonna send him to jail, but he could. And yeah, it's not worth it, man. All right, that's all I got. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. Until next time, bye.
Chard 23T6.